Well, I think it's time that we summarize some of the things that have been going on. We've been here now for what, a month and a half?
It's about a month and 1 week.
1 week, okay. And so you already know everything that we've done up to this point. Bought a car, looked for houses. We found a house. We put a bid on it.
I hadn't told them we put a bid on a house yet.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of just happened. The location is about 3 hours from Frankfurt. Even the way I drive on the Autobahn, and it can be reached by train, of course. So it's like really super interesting on how they do home buying here. So we got a sample contract, a first draft, if you want to say it that way, from a notary attorney who is going to facilitate a meeting between all the owners. There's 3 owners because they inherited that house from their parents, I'm guessing, and us as the buying party, the realtor, and of course the attorneys, and they have to get approval. So they have to look at the deed from the house and the property to see if there's any liens on it, and typically there usually is, small or large amounts, and then we sign the contract, and then within 2 weeks we pay the money into a holding account. Then it goes to the courts if anybody wants to contest it. The city or the township itself has to approve the sale, while I guess it's just a typical formality. Of course, not knowing what might come at us from that aspect is a little bit daunting, because we knew it wasn't the ideal house because it has no yard. It has a terrace. It has a little terrace in the backyard. Nothing really to write home about as far as enough space for River to play outside. But get this, so the property consists of 2 houses. The main house where we'll be staying, and a smaller house behind it. And when I say small house, it is probably twice as large as the apartment that we're staying in right now. The main house consists of 12 rooms, which also includes the living room, or what can be used as offices. It has multiple bathrooms. But our building was built in 1890. At least that's what they're guessing, which is kind of interesting. So they're not quite certain. I guess a lot of papers were destroyed in World War II, and so they're going by old entries in the town register. And then the smaller house in back is built in 1900. So they're typically called, here in Germany, they're called Fachwerk houses. So they have the wooden beams, and the old ones that haven't been renovated, they actually used thick branches and clay to fill in between the beams. Then over the years they take the mud and wood out, the sticks, and fill it in with brick, so it still looks like the old traditional home. Ours, however, has a weather covering over it that we're going to look at possibly removing at some point and restoring the original facade. I'm guessing it's expensive, so we're going to wait on that. Both houses are livable at the moment, meaning we can move in, we can stay there, and we can start working on it. And it's big enough to have many of our friends come and visit us and stay with us and go explore. It's right along an absolutely dreamy river. It's called the Weser, which heads past us into the ocean. It is a relatively small arm of the river, but can only be crossed by ferry because they don't have a bridge going over it. But in front of that is a big park and a playground. So that is where River, and it's just a short walk. So River can play to her heart's content. The next town over, which is a couple of miles away, has the facilities that we need, like doctors, schools, and so forth. So we're going to be living actually in a quite conservative part of Germany.
In a village.
Yeah, and it's but we're looking forward to it. It's really kind of, so we're really hoping we're going to get to have this house. We agreed upon a price. We got to pay the taxes on it, and they showed us the paperwork of the years from last year's taxes and homeowners insurance, which is also required here, and all the costs that came with the house. And it is a partially either half, a third, or even less than what we paid in the United States. So we won't even have to really work that hard to keep this house. So super excited about that. Super excited. So the house is paid off, the car is paid off. So yeah, and I thought I was going to die with a 30-year mortgage. So I'm glad to see that I'm going to be able to leave something behind for River. And so right now, we're Monday, we need to talk to our bank. We're trying to get our money transferred to Germany, to our German account, and then we're going to make the appointment to meet with the lawyers, and we'll probably talk to you then, because we're hoping, since we're going to have to drive back up there, we're hoping to get back inside the house, and I really want to show you what's going on in there. We termed it a bit like the Weasley home, and it doesn't have the high ceilings, so everything is a little bit more cozy, and but super excited to show you guys what's going on over here, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.